Hey there, folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host, CDB or Chris, and I was tagged by Kevy Shaves, She Shaves with Jill, and Todd from Elmer Fudd in the 54321, I think it is, of wet shaving. And so one of the things I want to make clear at the onset here is the way this challenge was put to me was favorites. All right, so favorites allow sentiment. So some of these items may not be my best performing items, but they're my favorite because of, the feelings I have about them. Maybe I used them early on, and just generally I love them, but I just wanted to make that clear because if folks see it and they go, well, there's no way that can be his best, because I've heard him say, this is my best razor, just keep that in mind. Let's start with the soaps, 5 soaps. This will be a surprise to no one. Razor Rock XXX. Now, I want to make something very clear. This is the first version of XXX that ever came out in the so-called UFO tub. It's about 7 years old. This is terrific. It's still fragrant. It's on a scale of 1 to 10, a good 8 after 7 years old. So that, to me, is a testament to the quality of the soap. It has held up beautifully. It is good quality. You saw me use it not too long ago on video, and it lathered beautifully. And some people after that video said, well, I can't get XXX to lather that way. And I said, are you using the oldest version? And they're like, no. I was like, well, this is kind of different. Not to say that the new XXX isn't good, but this one is fantastic. It's that Aqua de Parma type scent. And it was just one of those scents that just sort of blew me off my feet, so to speak, when I first started. The next soap we're going to talk about is Katie's Bubbles LMR. It is a terrific, if you like aqua scents, absolutely phenomenal. I'm sorry, I'm tongue twisted already. Beautiful scent. This is one of the best aqua type soaps, I think, in existence. Keeping in mind that Aqua de Parma is also an aqua type scent. Oh, just so beautiful, very fragrant, a good 8.5 on the scent scale. You can see I still have a lot in this tub. It's by Katie's Bubbles. It is really a beautiful aqua scented soap, beautiful quality, beautiful everything. I really love it. Katie's Bubbles LMR. And of course, that's short for you say it. I'm not going to say it today and get tongue twisted. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, to be honest with you. But it's been so long and I've needed to make this video, so I'm pushing through on it. The next one might be a surprise to some people. This is Wickham Super Smooth. This one is Club Cola. The scent on this is just phenomenal. It is a sort of citrusy, effervescent type scent that I just can't get enough of. I've had this one for quite some time, probably 4 or 5 years. And for a time, Wickham went out of business. Now, this is many years ago, for a short period of time. And I like this so much that I made sure I had another tub because I didn't want to be without this scent. This is a fantastic soap maker out of the UK. Really terrific soap. He still makes soaps today. You can get them in America. You can get them over in the UK and in Europe. So try a Wickham soap if you haven't. But I highly recommend Club Cola because I think it's phenomenal. All right. Next soap is a soap that recently made a return to the den. Phoenix Cad. This one is a terrific barbershop type scent. And it was really, I think, the first time that somebody made a soap in the fine American blend type of, the first time that I'm aware of. There might have been some that I wasn't aware of, but when this soap came out, I'm sorry, I'm not showing you the label, as Barber Pole originally, people just went nuts for it. I mean, he couldn't make it fast enough. It is such a great scent. And again, it smells like fine American blend or Razor Rock. I think it's called American Barber. Absolutely terrific quality soap. I just used this one a few days ago, and I just loved it. The quality was terrific, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And my last one is another soap that just recently returned after a long hiatus. Barrister Man Seville. It is Barrister Man's unique take on barbershop. It's got some oak moss in it, a little bit of citrus. It's really a nice quality soap. What I noticed after using this soap the other day was the post shave on it was really phenomenal. Really great container. I love this sort of tamper-proof seal that you have to cut when you get these soaps. Terrific, terrific scent quality, terrific scent strength. This one is what I say, 7.5 to 8. Even the soap itself, the way it's in the tub is just very even. I mean, it's a beautiful soap, and I'm so glad to have it back in the den again. Barrister Man Seville. Okay, now moving on to aftershaves. Sterling Sharp Dressed Man. I love this stuff. In fact, I love it so much I'm almost out of it. This smells like Creed Green Irish Tweed. It's a beautiful scent. And Sterling soaps are affordable and fantastic. And I will definitely be getting more of this because it's really, really great. The next one up is Fine. This one is American Blend. It is very much like CAD in the scent profile. Really, really terrific stuff. And as you can see, I'm almost out of this one too. Razor Rock has one similar called American Barber that's terrific as well. But this scent, I absolutely love it. If you've never tried American Blend, I suggest you give it a shot because it's really beautiful, I think. Surprising no one, the fine version of XXX, which is that Aqua de Parma type scent. This was the best Aqua de Parma type aftershave that I've ever used. Still holds up to this day. It's not made anymore by Fine, but I just love it. It's got staying power, and again, it's got that Aqua de Parma type scent. Absolutely terrific, Fine XXX. The next one is available, and it is a classic, and in fact, this is a brand new bottle. Floyd Black. I love this scent. I absolutely love it. You can find it on Amazon. I'll put a link below. It's still made. It is absolutely beautiful. Still highly available. I have another bottle of this that's almost empty. And look, these are pretty good sized bottles here, and I've been through nearly one of them. It's just one of those scents it's bright. It is kind of citrusy. It just smells like a nice cologne to me. Floyd Black. Absolutely love it. Now onto the brushes. There might be some surprises here. Sorry again, I'm tongue twisted. A little bit under the weather, but I'm doing my best. West Coast Shaving Two-Tone. This is a very inexpensive brush, usually under 20 bucks, or right around 20 bucks, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. It has got a really nice 26 millimeter knot. It is just so soft, and it's a really beefy brush. The knot is just, I don't know, it's just, I mean, when you put that up against your face, it's like a pillow. I absolutely love it, despite the fact that it's very inexpensive, and, you know, I have to stop reaching for this one. I have to force myself to use other brushes because I just dig this brush. I used it for probably a good couple of months in a row just to see if it would hold up, and it held up beautifully. This thing is just a monster brush, and I love it. It is the West Coast Shaving Two-Tone. Next is a newer West Coast Shaving, and it's another one that I just love. It is their Honeycomb, the blue. I don't know if they have any more of these left in stock. They're usually low, I think under 25 bucks, but it's really attractive from my perspective. I mean, I just love the design on the handle, but the knot is very good too. It is got a little bit of backbone to it, but it's not scrubby. And again, when you put it on your face, it's soft. You know, it's not prickly whatsoever. It does a great job whipping up lather, and I just love it. The West Coast Shaving Honeycomb. And of course, those of you who've been around for a long time should know that I could not have made a favorites sort of list without I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't. Maybe if I cover it a little bit. But anyway, this brush was a custom brush that Rudy Vay made. Tim Berger out of Ohio had an original Plasson knot put in this, I can't remember the wood on this handle, but it was a wood out of Ohio, and it's really, really attractive. And it's got the old, my older name, TSE, Traditional Shaving Evangelist, and it says Brush of the Gods on it. Rudy Vay, and it's got a fleur-de-lis in there, and it is just, I love this brush. The knot, admittedly, by today's standard, when you put it up against these knots, you know, it's not quite as good. It's smaller, and I think they've generally improved these knots, but I just love this brush. It is absolutely one of my favorites, and there's absolutely no doubt about it. Okay, the razors. Probably, this might be a little bit of a surprise, but maybe not much. Merkur 34C. Why? Sentimental choice. It's one of the first razors I used, if not the first. I had a Merkur 34C and an Edwin Jagger DE89, and I kind of alternated using them early on, and still to this day. This is a terrific shaver, and I absolutely love it. I really love the two-piece design, too. I love Merkur's two-piece design. It's just, you know, a little easier to keep up with. You know, only two pieces to clean and so on. Now, I know you have the internals and all that, but this thing is just terrific. It's well priced. Again, on the things that you can find on Amazon, I'll have some links below if you're interested, affiliate links, and it does help the channel if you purchase off those links. But man, this thing, I absolutely love it. And I would use it more on the channel if I just didn't have to rotate for the sake of content. And finally, Merkur Progress, or normally called the Merkur Progress. The main difference, again, the Merkur Progress having a metal adjustment knob instead of the Progress plastic. Other than that, it's exactly the same. This is the short-handled version. The reason why I love this razor so much is if I want a light and mild shave, it can be mild. If I need an aggressive shave, it can be aggressive. So I can get this razor to do anything I want based on the circumstance that I have at the time, and it will just meet the need, you know, and it answered the call many times. It's terrific. Again, it's a two-piece. You just unscrew it and pull the top off there, and I used this a long time when I wasn't making videos every single day just because I loved it, and so it remains one of my favorites. Okay, we're down to the blade now. We are down to the blade. You know that this was coming. Now, is this the best blade ever? I don't think so. But when you take everything into consideration, when you take the volume of uses that I've put on these blades, I have at least 6 or 7 full boxes of these. And I've bought them over the years. And sometimes you could get them on sale for like $7 for 100. And they're just good middle-of-the-road blades. And I can use them in almost any razor, and they're not problematic ever. They may not be the absolute smoothest. They may not be the absolute sharpest, but they're plenty sharp enough, and they're consistent. And they work in every razor that I own. And that's the main reason they're on this list. So consistent, and I've put so many uses on these blades. I know I can always get a good shave with Astra. They're not going to be rough out of the box, at least for me. And of course, that might be different for you, but for me, great choice. Okay, let's get to the tags, because some people need to be tagged. I'm tagging SoSharp David Gonzalez. Come on out of, you're not making a ton of videos, it's time for you to step back in the game. The Stallion, Anthony Esposito. Come on back out and make another video, Stallion. I've tagged you. You got to do it. Jammin G.I. James, the Zen Master, the shirtless Zen Master, as we used to call him. I'm tagging you. I want to thank everybody for watching. It's getting a little bit of dark. It's getting a little dark in here. And again, I apologize. I'm a little under the weather. I've struggled a little bit with this video, but I hope you will find it enjoyable. I did my very best. I thank you for joining me as always. Until next time, I reminded you, it's your shave. Do it your way, and I'm saying God bless.